The Quick Shop at 156th and Blondo is the adult who did the wrong thing. The beer wound up in the hands of George Gervais. He later died in a wreck on 192nd near Pacific. Officials with Project Extra Mile, a group aiming to prevent underage drinking, says a case like this highlights the dangers of kids drinking.
They tell us one of the hardest things to combat is the perception that underage drinking is just teens being teens. Reporter Alexa Ray is live now with how the advocacy group is trying to curb Nebraska's binge drinking problem. Alexa.
Jen, Craig, since 1997, Project Extra Mile has checked almost 12,000 businesses in the Omaha metro, and 13% of those businesses checked have sold to minors.
While it may be culturally accepted, it's illegal. So we want to make sure that that these businesses are not selling to youth, and adults in the community are not providing that alcohol to youth.
Chris Wagner is the executive director of Project Extra Mile. He says the group has been working with local law enforcement to stop the sale of alcohol to minors for over 20 years.
There are a lot of harms that are associated with alcohol consumption for underage youth. It affects their brain development. It affects their grades at school.
He says it's also more likely to become a long-term problem.
If an underage youth by the age of 15 has already had their first drink, they're 6 times more likely to become alcohol dependent later in life than someone who waits till 21.
Wagner says while Project Extra Mile has made progress reducing underage drinking, Nebraska still has the 6th highest binge drinking rate for people 18 and older, and DUI rates are the 2nd highest. To change these statistics, Wagner says there needs to be a change to policies.
Looking at, for example, raising the alcohol taxes, which haven't been done in the last 15 years and has really proven to reduce underage drinking.
But the biggest change starts at home in the community.
We also as a community need to come together and make sure we're doing everything we can to prevent.
Wagner says the best way to prevent underage drinking is to change the culture around it, not only through policies, but through advertisements for alcohol to make it less attractive for minors. Alexa Ray, 3 News Now.
Opening arguments got underway today in the trial of a former Omaha police officer accused of felony assault. Prosecutors accused Scotty Payne of shocking Zachary Bareheels with a taser a dozen times in June of 2017. Bareheels died after a struggle with Payne and fellow officer Ryan McClarity at the Buc-ee's at 60th and Center. McClarity is facing a misdemeanor assault count for punching Bareheels in the head. Both men insist they are not guilty. Switching to the weather, bright sunshine today, but certainly very, very cold for late November.
Yeah, it's been a cold one all day. It started out bitterly cold this morning. Meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin is here now with a look at what to expect tonight. Jen?
Okay, do you guys really want to know what the morning low was this morning? Yeah, it was 9 degrees. That's where we started the day.